Hey y'all, it's Kara with goatforitfarm and Shiloh. Shiloh was our first livestock guardian dog that we got, and I'm hoping that they join me on a little walk today. Oh, and Ari's probably gonna join us too. Hey Ari, Scout, you gonna join too, boy? All right, let's go check on the goats and go on a little walk. Yes, let's do that. Come on, let's go. Well, I've got at least one dog joining me. Scout, Shiloh, you're gonna go on a walk with me? Let's go. Let's go get those goats walking. Now, our goats, they stay on the move most of the day. They just walk around all day long, eating, grazing. They live a pretty active lifestyle. They aren't just laying around. Hey, goats. Oh, it's such a pretty time of day. Hey there. Scouty, hello. I just brushed Scout. I'm going to take this brush out here and see if any of the goats will let me get them too. I bet they will. Thank you for joining me. Yes, thank you for joining me on our walk. Hey goats, how are y'all? How are y'all doing this afternoon? Hello, Miss Dottie. Little Miss Dottie, can I brush you? Oh, it feels so good. She's like, oh, I'm going to go back with the herd. Oh, and my goodness, I found Ari's collar laying on the ground. Let me put this somewhere safe, and then we'll get to our walk. It's been a while since we've gone on a walk together, y'all. I had been doing walk Wednesdays where we'd go on a walk, well, every Wednesday, but that just hasn't worked in our schedule with everything, and especially with us uploading every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Just hasn't happened. But I hope you'll join me for today's walk. It'll be a good one. So for today's video, I want to show you some of the seasonal changes that happen here on the farm. And, well, that we feel in the air because summer's coming to an end. In fact, technically, I believe it's already fall. But would you know, oh my goodness, would you know that we are still getting like 90-something degree days here? It's pretty ridiculous. Oh, it sure is. Hey, girl. But it'll start getting a little bit cooler soon. We don't really get our coldest months until January and February, though. So, yep, it's pretty warm. And I've got some things to show you that are kind of crazy here on the farm. Let's see if they'll just follow us. I hope they do. If not, I'm going to have to go, yip, yip. And I'm not playing. If you've heard me do it, you know that going yip, yip, or yip is how I call the goats. It's how me and Mom call them, and for some reason it works. I think it's just a good old case of classical conditioning where, well, when we first started doing the yip yip, we gave them food every single time. And now they just know, like, hey, good things might await us if we follow them. Have you ever walked goats before? They love to go on a walk just like a dog does. And on their walks, they get to have lots of snacks along the way, especially where we live. Y'all following? Oh, big Rockies back there in the very back. Goodness. Well, we are well protected. We've got Scout and Ari leading the way. We've got Shiloh following right beside me, just in case, you know, just in case. I don't think anything would mess with us with this crew. And then, oh, it looks like Tootsie's leading the way. Hey, Toot Toot, come on. Pretty girl. Pretty Tootsie. But we're going to take a stroll over to the big pond, and you'll see why I'm calling it the big pond shortly. Yeah, Shiloh. It's awesome to watch these dogs work. Shiloh and Scout and tiny little Ari are gonna make sure the perimeter is good and secure. Goats, where y'all going over there? We're going to the pond. Let's check out what they're eating. I would bet that they've got some acorns over there. Tootsie. Hey, girl. You're content to stay over here with me? She's like, I think this grass is just fine. I don't need that other grass. Well, I appreciate your company. I do. Let's see what these other goats think is so important. Ooh, some high grass. Thankfully, not any high water, though. Watching all the footage of the Hurricane Milton stuff and the hurricane prior, it's just awful what some people are having to go through. People who tried to evacuate but couldn't, or, well, didn't have any idea what was coming for them. Those in North Carolina. Hey, Dovey. You just don't know what a day could hold for you, and definitely keeping them in our thoughts and prayers. It's going to be quite the recovery effort there. What are y'all eating on? I bet it is acorns, isn't it? Yeah, don't get tired of those. Big Honey. She's going to make sure that she gets her acorns. Penny's looking pretty wide, too. Hey, y'all, I want to go to the pond. I think you'll want to go, too. There's a lot of lush stuff there. We're going to have to just start walking and going, yip, yip. Let's press forward. Looks like the dogs are coming back from their perimeter checks. Although, I still see... Oh, who is that over there? Shiloh. No. That's the tall one. That is Scout right there. I don't see Shiloh just yet. Oh, never mind. She was leading the way, as she should. Good girl. Come on, y'all. Let's go to the pond. Let's go check out the pond. I love going to the pond. Well, what remains of a pond anyways. There's a swing over here, and I think it's just such a beautiful place. Let's go. Let's go, come on. This way, this way. I know y'all hear me. Let's go, goats, come on. There's some hard-headed things. But, I mean, they are getting to enjoy a bunch of acorns, so I really don't blame them. Come on, goats. Come on, come on. Y'all forget where I am? Let's go, come on. Come on. There's a dog barking at me way over there. Shiloh's letting them know that there's dogs here too. Come on, goats, let's go. I love watching them run towards us. Come on, goats. It can be a little bit scary sometimes when they're all running because, well, you could totally have a trample moment, but they usually mind where the people are, usually. Let's go, y'all. Let's go to the pond. Come on. Let me switch my hands. Whew, that way I can brush them with my dominant hand if they want. Hey, baby bell. Oh, you were the first one. Good girl. Oh, just breeze on by me then. Oreo? Oreo's not very friendly, but I get my lovin's in on her. Oh, as I said that, Oreo ran up there and headbutted the back of Baby Bell. For what reason? Hey, Big Rocky. Big OG Rocky. Oh, you love the pets. He's such a sweet boy. He kind of has a donkey type look to me. I think it's his gray coat that makes me feel that way. All of this bullying. Ay, ay, ay. You know, you see what happened there? Dovey, Sugar's girl, tried to headbutt Ice Ivory, who is Honey's girl, and then Honey had to headbutt her. It's just too much drama around here. Oh, this is beautiful. Let me turn this around. So beautiful. Got my little Dot still with me over here. But check this out, y'all. Oh, the sun just going behind those trees. All this lush greenery for them to eat on. But do you see why the pond isn't so much of a pond right now? It is truly a miracle that there are any fish in here. Look at these goat trails. Y'all better have cleared these of any snakes before I'm walking through. I'm trusting y'all. Oh, and Rocky's gotta beat up that shrub. Every time. That shrub must be able to talk to him and have some rude things to say, because he always has a bone to pick with that shrub. It must feel so good to his noggin to rub it against that. And then he's got to have a snack, of course. You got it, Rocky. You showed that who's boss. Oh, y'all. Look at what Scout's done. He is a muddy buddy if I've ever seen one. He knows how to get filthy. And I just brushed him too. Oh well, he's living a dog's life, ain't he? But look at this. It is just, you can hear the crunch. Makes me sad seeing it this low. But it seems like, at least in recent history, almost every end of summer going into fall, this is what the pond looks like. I wish it wasn't that way. It's kind of one of those strange end of season things here. This pond has been here way before I existed. And I remember coming down here as a kid and fishing it, and it was always so much fun. But it's had many low times, and it's kind of like, well, you probably have things like this too that kind of signal for you that the seasons are changing. For us, this pond is always low about this time of year. But it's also gotten so dark so fast lately. And on top of getting dark fast at night, it seems that, ooh, they're loving this. I'll show y'all what they're munching on. It seems that it's so dark when I wake up too. I'm usually not ready for time change. I'm usually quite resistant to it, but I think I'm going to be happy to see it roll around this year, because I'm done with it being so dark in the mornings. I can handle it getting dark in the evenings a little bit better, but there's just something about waking up to go to work and it's still being dark outside just doesn't sit right with me. I can't stand it. I know there's people that work night shift and all kinds of different schedules, but my circadian rhythm has been strong lately. Hey, Ari girl. Oh, you're wet too. You got in that water. Oh. Ooh, I can smell the plants. Shiloh, you made sure it was all safe for us, didn't you, girl? You sure did. You're a good girl, Shiloh. You are. Thank you for keeping us safe. You want to go check out the small pond again and show them? Oh, isn't she the sweetest? Oh, now Shiloh, she will only show affection when she feels like it. She's a smart girl. And she's kept our goats so safe while she's working so hard. Her assistant, Scout, well, she's the works hard and he's the plays hard. Let's just put it that way. Let's go check out our other pond. It's probably looking a little bit better. Want to go check it out, Shiloh? Sniff it again? Let's go. I also like walking the goats over this way because they get to eat on some pine, and eating pine needles helps keep down their worm load. And, you know, I'm always scared to say things like this out loud, but with our goats getting to graze on such a large area each day, we haven't had much of a worm issue ever. But they sure do love the pine. Baby. Oh, that's not Baby. That's Lovey-Dovey. That's Sugar's girl. Taking after Rocky on this one, huh? Hey, he's a smart guy to follow the lead of. And once again, works hard, plays hard over there. But you gotta have some work-life balance, don't you? That's only fair. Y'all want to go to the small pond and look at it? Give it a little look-see. So pretty. Oh, Ari kind of spooked them a little bit. Sugar, I've been trying to feel her babies. You should be able to start feeling them soon, and she's just hardly ever still long enough to feel them. But she's only about 6.5 weeks until she's due. And y'all, I am ecstatic. I really am. I can't wait. I know it's going to be a great kidding season, and we got our milk machine in and started putting it together, and I don't know, I'm feeling really optimistic. It all seems to be coming together, and I'm so thankful for Brett's help with everything. He wasn't able to be around for work reasons last kidding season, so I'm sure thankful that he'll be here this year. He hasn't even been at any of the births in person. Oh, y'all love this stuff. That's some good stuff, huh? Oh, and we're off again. That's how they like to eat. Graze ferociously and then keep on moving. A golden corral would be devastated by this crew. Oh my goodness. Come on, y'all. Let's go look at the other pond. I'm sure Scout will just get fully submerged once we go over to that one. Come on, let's go this way. Scout's like, don't mind me. I'll go ahead of y'all. Isn't it sweet? How such a big dog can play with such a pipsqueak. She thinks she's big, though. This type of walk that we're going on right now, it's what I just dream about when I'm at work. Or if it's a rainy day, I just think to myself, man, if I could just get outside. It's just so relaxing. And you might be the same way, or have something else that makes you feel that way. A hobby or something like that. I think it's important for everyone to have that kind of outlet. And for me, it's always been just going outside or being with animals, petting animals. And I remember even in high school, we lived in this city, but, oh, y'all, come on. We lived in the city, but when I got home from school, I would bird watch. So, I don't know. I think some people are just born like us. But take a look at our little pond. It looks a little bit better. The grass is crazy high. Again, I'm having to trust the goats to clear the way. Although it's getting a little bit cooler outside. The high today was probably only in the 70s or 80s. Feels pretty good. But check this out. Yep, we got a little bit of water over here. Well, compared to the other pond, we got infinite water. But, hey girl. This is another favorite spot of mine. It stays so shady. Oh, there goes our water dog. If he can take a way that goes through the water, you can bet he's going to. But it's fun walking the goats around and letting them eat on things. They do such a good job of clearing up the brush that it's fun to take them on a walk. They're like our mobile weed eaters, though they do a spotty job. Oh. We sure love them, though. Well, y'all, thank you for joining me on this walk this afternoon. I know I needed it. I've been feeling the signs of seasons changing, and I've just been needing to get outside during daylight hours, and I'm glad we did. Got to check up on the goats and see some scenery that I don't really showcase on here that much, but I really enjoyed taking some time out, especially before a crazy kidding season, just to pause and be out in nature, enjoying it for what it is in a calm, peaceful moment. And I'm glad that you joined me. Don't forget, y'all, if you have a dream, go for it.